Hey vlog, just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I feel like I'm always walking out of Levy. It's literally 2:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Well, now it's a Monday. It's such a fun week. This is my Survivor Georgetown. It's so different from like actual Survivor. It's like I can't focus all my energy into the game because I have to worry about my fucking midterms.
And the winner of Georgetown, Survivor, Animal Kingdom.
At the watch party, I mentioned that I was going to be filming my confessionals when I was in the Bahamas, and I think that I should get credit for that idea. I think I should get an advantage for that. Everybody thought it was really funny, and now I'm scared that maybe Ashley will be stealing said idea, but hopefully mine are still unique.
That vote sucked. We just voted out Lauren, just because she was gonna win if we kept her going. That was really hard. That's been the hardest vote so far, which definitely is not fun. Yeah,
I like
it's our second confessional together. And we just went to the Irish American party for St. Patrick's Day and immediately saw Sebastian, and then we did rock paper scissors to see who would talk to him, and then it got to talk to him.
So I talked to Sebastian,
but as soon as Nick left, Jackson arrived at the party, and I proceeded to be like, oh my god, Jackson, you're here. And then Nick came back and was like, oh my god, you two are here? And then we were like, yeah, ha ha ha, Sebastian's here.
And then Ty starts walking up the stairs of the villa, and I look at Linnea and I'm like, Linnea, I'm gonna need you to walk off for 5 minutes. I don't tell her that Ty's coming. I don't say anything. I just say, get the fuck out of here. Turn around. Oh, check it out. What's up, Ty? How you doing?
And then I just listened to Nick, so I just went straight to the party. Didn't know that Ty was coming. I assumed it was like Jane or something. I go inside, and there's Nikhil and Sebastian, who are obviously a pair. And then Sebastian, and I start talking. Jackson comes out. Sebastian starts begging me and Jackson to keep him around, which is really interesting. He wasn't begging Nikhil. And then Jackson was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. And I start talking to Sebastian, and he immediately tells me, like, please keep me around. We had our alliance of 4, but it's down to that 4 now, and the girls are gonna kick me out. I'm desperate. I'll flip. I'm willing to flip. And then I saw Ty, 10 minutes later, talked to her. I told her what I told her what Sebastian said, and so now she's gonna try to use that against him. And she said she likes Nick and wants to work with us.
Yeah, because I shot the shit with Ty for 20 minutes, and then Jackson rolled up hot off the heels of their conversation.
I've talked a little bit of strategy with Nick, planning on deciding if we're going to vote out Nikhil or Jackson first once we get down to it. We decided because of Jackson's connections with Lindsay, we need to get him out to force Lindsay to be closer to us.
Hey y'all, hi Survivor. I just edited a vlog while I'm on my lunch break again. Shout out Dupont Circle. But I have some quick little alliance updates for you guys. It's so exciting. So, spring break happened. We're good. We're chilling. We got our final 4.
not our final 4, Jesus. We have our 4 people in on our tribe. I've been like a good little, well, soon I am. I've just been like sitting in public places doing my work, and I run into people, which is so nice because I run into Survivor people. So Tuesday night, today's Friday. Tuesday night, I ran into, sorry, the truck's so loud. I ran into Sebastian, and we had a little chat, and he was like, I'm so sorry. I know you never know where I ran my name down. Lauren was a liar. I was like, whoa, dude, that's a little intense. But he's like, I'm so sorry what you heard, which kind of made me think. I was like, was he trying to gun for me or something? Because like that was a very apology. Like no one said he was wanting to vote me out. He just didn't like that I voted for him, which I didn't. So, but now he feels kind of bad, and it's kind of like he's in debt to me a little, which will be really nice for me. I've also already, and you see, it's a great thing about Survivor Georgetown, I can talk to people in the other tribe. So I've made a nice connection with Linnea, which is really good and really cool. And I also ran into Nick, who was selling some jam, which I personally, it was some great jam. I made a nice PB&J with it. It was great. And so we made ourselves a little alliance. So now I've got connections on all sides, baby. Let's go.
I'm feeling pretty good. I went to the Survivor watch party and hung out with Ashley, talked a little bit of strategy. We're both concerned that there was no advantage or clue given out at the watch party. That makes us think that someone already found the idol. And we also don't know where the advantage, the confessional advantage, is. So we're thinking those are both on the other side of the game. We're thinking that the other tribe has those. So hopefully going into the merge, we can keep our majority and their advantages won't matter.
Hey guys, so Survivor Challenge number 4 coming up. We just got back from spring break this past week, so it's been a little bit quiet on the Survivor front. Linnea reached out to talk. Lindsay and I exchanged a few text messages. Lindsay and I are no longer planning on living together next year though. So, but yeah, been pretty quiet. Is that something to worry about? Are people plotting against me? I hope not. I hope people are just busy and no one has any secret plans, because the way I see we haven't gone to council yet, so we haven't tested this 5-person alliance with the 4 girls and Nick. I think we're pretty solid. And then if there is a tribe swap, hopefully the roaches would just want to stay strong, because I think we'd probably have the majority. I guess that's a little bit boring, but whatever. I'm a little bit scared for this challenge coming up. I just ran a half marathon yesterday and my body hurts. So if you see me hobbling around on the field, that's why. Yeah, my body really hurts right now, but hopefully I'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, so our next challenge is Sunday. And I'm personally convinced that there will be either a tribe swap or a merge this Sunday. We have 4 people in my tribe, 7 on the other tribe, and I don't really know how we would be able to risk going to a tribal with 4 people. It seems more reasonable to me that there's going to be some funky tribe moving around at this next challenge. Now, I've talked with Ashley for a really long time, and done a lot of brainstorming on my own. We spent hours talking about this. And personally, I'm hoping that it's a merge. I really hope it's a merge. I think if it's not a merge, there's a really good chance that I will be in danger, and that the merge will be tougher afterwards. So let me think through that real fast. If there's a merge right now, I'm pretty tight with Ty and Maeve, and pretty sure that Sebastian would still vote for us, which means that Nikhil would hopefully be willing to vote with Sebastian if he knew how tight our group was. That Ashley would be willing to vote with me. I'm hoping to vote with Ashley in whatever situation it is. And if we need it, I have my extra vote too. So
hopefully we could get majority. Now, here's the thing. I'm also hoping that in whatever situation I end up in, and I want to save this until the merge, and so does Ashley, so I hope that this is how it works out, but we have conclusive evidence that Ashley and Linnea know, not Ashley, sorry, Nick and Linnea know each other, which obviously is incriminating evidence, and I don't see any way that people wouldn't want to vote them out after finding that out, but I think that could be very valuable for, like, having a target after the merge, which is why I want the merge to happen. If Ashley is able to spread that news to the people on her tribe, tell Nikhil about it. Nikhil tells Sebastian, who tells us, so that doesn't come from Ashley, it comes from Nikhil and Sebastian, so the relationship between me and Ashley isn't exposed. Then hopefully everyone will go for Nick and Linnea without them knowing. It would have to be total blindside. And hopefully that would all work out. And then after that, we'd have majority for till the end. So that would work out really well, and I really want there to be a merge. If there's not a merge, it's gonna sound kind of funny, but the thing that I actually am most hoping for is that I'm on a tribe with, obviously that I'm with some kind of majority, but I'm not totally sure, so I would want it to be me and 2 other people from my tribe, and then either 2 or 3 other people from the other tribe. And I would want one of those people to be Ashley. Now, here is why. I want Ashley to vote for me. I want Ashley at some point to vote for me, or at least against my vote with someone else from her tribe's vote, because I think that could be really, really beneficial to kind of proving that the 2 of us are not working together. So if there is some way that Ashley can vote for me, thinking that she's gonna have the majority in a vote, or like pretending that she thinks she's gonna have majority in a vote, and that maybe I have to play my extra vote, whatever it ends up being, I think that would be great. So if a merge happens, or if a tribe swap sort of situation happens, I would probably hope that Ashley will be on my tribe. However, if there's a situation where Ashley's on my tribe and the only way that we can get a majority is voting together, that would suck, because that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of not telling people that we know each other. If we vote together and we kind of form a more public alliance, then the whole point of having a secret alliance will be ruined. So there's still benefit to her being on another tribe as long as I have majority in whatever tribe I end up in. But I hope it's a merge. That would be really great, honestly. I think we could really execute this Nick plan really well, while also protecting my relationship with Ashley, or the secrecy of us knowing each other, and then also expose further the Nikhil Sebastian connection. So, like, if Ashley tells Nikhil about this, says, Nikhil, can you get Sebastian's tribe to vote along with us against Nick? And Ashley is not involved in that whatsoever. That would be really great. That would be really great. So we'll see how this goes. But right now I'm feeling okay. If there is no swap whatsoever, I'm feeling great. It'll probably be Sebastian going home from my tribe, and it'll be easy. That does put us at a great disadvantage, though, if we go into a merge after that. So I hope that if it's not going to be a merge, I hope there's a tribe swap. I hope we don't keep our current tribes, unless we win the challenge. If we win the challenge in our current tribes, that would be great. Maybe that's the ideal situation. I don't even know at this point, but we'll see. I'm late for class.
So I'm feeling very excited about the game. I'm glad to be taking a break off in the Bahamas, but when we come back, they told us that we need to bring our buffs, which makes me think there's either going to be a tribe swap or a merge. Either of those are pretty exciting, but also pretty scary.
Welcome, survivors, to your next community challenge. Woo! We're very excited for this one. As I told you all, I was reminding you to bring your buffs. I hope everybody has their buffs, because you're not. Instead, This challenge will incorporate blindfolds into what you have to do. So, for today's challenge, 4 members of your tribe will step up. 2 of them will be blindfolded, 2 of them will be leading. 2 of you have to hold these planks by either end with the ball on top and carry it over here. Once you get it in that position, once you're past that cone, you can drop that ball, come back, move on to your second ball. Once you finish that, you'll come over here where we kindly set up for you slingshots. 2 people will be holding the slingshot on either end, directing 1 person in the middle, pulling back, who is blindfolded. There's only 1 person blindfolded at this section. Then, all the way down there with the buckets is your target. You'll have 1 tribe member down there catching the balls within the bucket. You cannot step in front of the cone. You can, however, go as far back as you want. The first tribe to collect all 3 tennis balls within their bucket wins immunity. Survivors ready? Go!
Is this impossible?
A challenge made very difficult by the wind and the fact that they are blindfolded. It will
This is
take
impossible,
time
bro.
with a learning curve to get used to what you have to do in this challenge.
We did knock it up. I think we have to do it sideways.
You have to make sure that both people are on the same page.
Yeah, like that.
That's okay, you got it. They've made no progress.
Both teams try to learn how this challenge works.
Better.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Balance
Let's
together.
Yeah,
Back a bit.
let's do like
A lot of
let's take a couple
teamwork
more towards the
involved
middle.
to do this.
Like this here? Yeah.
Tilt it a little.
Towards each eye.
Everyone trying their best to communicate, figuring out which strategy
Feel it on my hand.
to move this ball. Team Rocks.
Shoot!
Okay, with it close.
Wow. Further and further every time.
There. Team Job is trying to have
Tilt it up a little bit higher.
Good.
Higher.
keeping
that should be
really
good.
stable. Over their toes.
Yes, slowly.
Slowly.
Yep.
Trying their best to be able to come
Go
back
a little
in this
bit.
ball. Be able to pull out a win here.
Okay.
Red tribe,
Just the
very,
ball a
very
little bit.
close. Just the ball needs to get a little bit.
Wait.
Where do we need? Pause. We're good?
That ball touching
Tilt.
their hands, that got
Towards
it.
who? Jane.
Make sure you're not balancing it on your head.
It's not touching them.
Wait. I say start stepping.
Jane, start stepping towards where my voice is. Good. Good. Go. So close. So close. Is this?
Yeah.
You're good.
You guys are good.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
Which is he makes it back with their first ball. They're a little behind, but then
I think doing what they're doing might be the play. Holding it super close to one side.
Yeah.
One ball, one side.
Here, no, hold it like here.
That's gonna be.
No, here. Hold it like the original way we were going to. Like that. And then, like this. I'll hold it loosely so you can adjust. We're good? Alright, that's a great sound. I like that sound. Here, go down a little
this
bit.
challenge and opening it up for the Rats tribe to come back.
Should we just go back to what we just go back to where we're going?
Switching up their
Are we in the
strategy
middle?
again, going for what works for them.
Am I in the middle? Yeah.
Up this way.
Okay.
Alright, ready? Slow walk.
Slow and steady. That is how you play this challenge.
This is tough.
They haven't even started moving to the second ball.
Okay, go.
Again.
That looks stable.
Slow down a little bit.
Yep.
Are we tilting it right?
You're good.
The road to try.
Wait,
Stop.
Still got a massive section over there.
It's
from all of their
falling off
challenge wins.
down like this way.
Alright, so can you tell it a little bit? No, not that much.
I'll set it up. Yeah. Alright, baby steps there.
Like here. Okay.
I don't know what's the best way to block the wind.
Any moment, the wind could just decide it doesn't want your tribe to win this challenge.
On the wind, coming to blow you.
Wind's scary. Wind.
Let's try it. Okay, you guys are yeah, you guys are both close. No, the wind is over there.
I don't know how they're doing.
Moving the ball with her hands.
Yep, good. Just follow my voice.
Okay.
So we're going
Right,
directly
a little twist. Oh.
Just restart.
You guys are, I think you guys are too close to that end. So you guys, if it touches your hand, like really
Yeah. Yeah. The wind's insane.
No, move a little away from the Jane, move your body a little bit away.
Picking up a big
Oh wow.
to be able to move their ball. Both tribes only needing one ball to
Oh,
make
that
it
looks
fair.
stable. That looks so stable. Sorry.
Within this challenge. Figuring it out inch by inch. Closing the gap.
Yeah, let's walk into your
Rich is trying harder this time.
Oh, I like it on that spot. Oh yeah, follow him. Just keep, yeah, at this point, just go forward, backwards.
Rats pushing their ball forward and forward.
We should record like a theme song for
It
each
doesn't touch either of their bodies on this play. Ball's in motion.
Oh,
keeping
wind.
a tight
Big
circle
gust.
around this ball. To be able to inch closer and closer to their code. They're getting incredibly close here, a few feet away, but we did see the roaches fall at this very moment.
They're good.
One person is blindfolded, the person shooting the slingshot.
You have to be behind it. You have to stay behind it.
It goes far enough where I can't step above this road.
You're gonna have to hold it like here. Wait, we can't step.
Never been behind.
Okay, wait, you might want to back stand up. Yeah. You're gonna pull back really far. Yeah. So far away.
And take the rats on.
Wait, a little more down.
Should we record from that angle too? We should have one camera
Oh wait,
there.
it fell
Ball
out.
falls out.
Ty, hold
Ready
this
to
high. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Go.
Slingshot.
Oh shit! Oh wow.
That's how this slingshot works though.
It fell out, sorry.
Has to be a solid catch in the ball.
Very close though.
It's like those carny games.
I wanna like.
Alright, pull it down. Down lower. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so close.
Still figuring
It's.
it
Oh. Oh, they got it. Uh-oh. It's heating up.
Super low. Will they be able to get a better curve on this ball? Go, go, go,
Get it.
No catch.
Alright, let's
Into
do
the
let's
bucket.
stretch.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright, here we go.
This is interesting. No.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I didn't do that. That was cheating.
No cheating.
Alright, that's great. Wait, maybe a little bit less for us. Okay, I feel like we need 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know where the third.
The third one's back there. Okay, just like that. We hold it to our chest.
Same thing.
Like that.
All right, same thing.
Wait, Kevin, could you record from that angle? I feel like it'd be really cool if we like
1,
get a shot.
2, 3.
Oh.
Rats.
Oh! This is huge!
We got it. Wait.
This is so awesome!
All right.
Wait, this is
All right, you got it.
exactly the same.
All right, we're a little too far.
Might not be working.
1, 2,
Who's the main
3.
fire?
Wait.
See if this helps. Rats for the win!
Oh! Yeah! So awesome!
Rats, congratulations. Here is your immunity tape measure. Safe at Tribal Council tonight, not having to go for the first time this season. Roaches, what this means, I'll see you at Tribal Council tonight, where one of you will be the 4th person voted out of Survivor Animal Kingdom. Thank you. See you tonight.
Hi, Survivor. This is the happiest I've been after an immunity challenge. It's so exciting. As you may have seen, we won the challenge for the first time. So we don't have to go to Tribal Council. I can just relax. Well, I have other stuff to do, but I don't have to worry about Survivor for the rest of the day, which is oh so very exciting. Even though Sebastian was not there, we had a nice little stand-in moment. It was great. I'm conflicted because I know Sebastian's not being 100% with me, and either way, Loki, he needs to go. But that's a later problem, because even though everyone knows him and Nikhil are like besties, or they're good friends, they keep trying to deny it. And that could work in my favor, but I don't think it's going to. So I just want to see what the other tribe does. And then we gotta figure it out from there. It's gonna be great.
Okay, it's post week 4. We lost our first challenge, which is very disappointing. But now we have tribal tonight. So I've been trying to talk to a lot of people. It seems like the Girls Alliance is strong, and also my alliance with Nick. And it seems like all the girls have alliances with Nick, which is interesting. It seems like Nick is trying to set himself up in a good position for him, but slightly concerning all these connections that he has. So definitely something I'm going to keep in mind, especially with his relationship with Linnea. This week, the plan is just to kind of work together, go with the easy vote out of Nikhil, and hopefully make it to the merge with some semblance of alliances and people that we can hopefully work with together in the future. So the plan is to vote out Nikhil. We are going to split the vote because everyone thinks that someone has an idol, which they do. But we're going to split. So me, Linnea, and Izzy are going to vote for Nikhil, and Nick and Lindsay are going to vote for Jackson. If for some reason things go wrong and it ends up in a tie, we are confident that we have the numbers in the revote. But that's the plan right now. We wanted to keep Lindsay on the side with 2 votes because I'm not really sure what's going on with her and Jackson. So just to be safe in case she does something unexpected. Of course, because we're not losing our majority, we're a minority split vote. And so that's the plan. We'll see how it goes.
All right, so it's 2 o'clock. We lost our first challenge today, so that really sucks. We had a nice winning streak going, but I guess it had to end eventually. So we have our first tribal tonight in 3 hours. Apparently the plan is we want Nikhil out. Yeah, but he might have an idol, so we're splitting the vote with Jackson. So 3 of us are gonna go for Nikhil, 2 of us are gonna go for Jackson, and then we're gonna try to convince the other 2 if they reach out to vote for each other. I mean, I don't really see how it could be anyone other than Jackson or Nikhil tonight, just like because we have 5 people and we already have 5. Yeah, we have 5 of the 7 votes. So yeah, unless someone switches, which I don't think. I feel pretty confident in my peeps. Yeah. So really sad that we lost the challenge. I felt really bad because I was part of like the 2 people who were basically responsible for that. But hopefully no one hates me for that. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully Tribal goes well tonight.
It's our first confessional together, and it's like halfway through the game.
Yeah, that's bad.
But Jackson, I met with, and he thinks that we're going to the final 2 together. He wants to go to the final 2 with me.
And Ashley and I call our alliance the Tight 2, which is kind of fun and cute.
Yeah, but they don't realize this is the final 2.
So we were doing a little bit of number crunching. Do you want to hold it up? We've been weighing the options of if we do what seems to be the simple vote and vote with the 4 women in our tribe, or I guess the 3 other women in our tribe, to vote out Nikhil. And that's fine. I think our game is good if we do that. But if we want to be like really silly and fun.
I just don't believe that there should ever be a simple vote. Like if you are doing a simple vote, you're not leading the game.
That's what I'm saying.
So I said we should vote out Izzy because we don't really know Izzy that well.
Yeah.
I met with her once.
I've only met with her once.
And I'm scared that she might be closer to Ashley and Lindsay than we are.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we could get Nikhil and Jackson, who are seemingly on the outside, to vote with us. Or do a split and then convince one of the other girls to flip and vote for Izzy.
I agree. That's smart. Basically, we want to keep Nikhil and Sebastian in the game because we think that they're going to be the smoke screen that leads Ashley and Jane and then Lindsay and Maeve to fight against each other and like use a bunch of us to do it. Mm-hmm. But instead, we just never vote out any of the kingpins of those groups and we continue to get rid of people like Izzy and honestly like Ty. Even though I love Ty.
No, but I think Ty would eventually work with us. Ty's a number for us, and Izzy's not for sure a number for us.
That's the thing. Izzy's the only person that neither of us have like any real connection with.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would we get rid of Nikhil, who
when we think
I
he
like,
demands,
and Jackson, who Linnea is really close with, and Sebastian, who I feel like I've had like productive conversations with, and he's like kind of arrogant and a freshman.
Right.
So, like, I'm not afraid of him.
Perfect.
Okay, confessional time. We lost the challenge today. It fucking sucked. It felt terrible, and I understand why the other tribe always looks so sad and miserable all the time because it's a fucking terrible feeling. I'm sorry for swearing. But I'm so stressed. Like, this whole time I've just felt so good in my alliances, and now I'm like, everything is crumbling. It's not actually, but that's how I feel. We have an all-girls alliance plus Nick wanting to get either Jackson or Nikhil. That's an option, but then me and Linnea were kind of like, we kind of want to make some moves. We like Jackson and Nick. Maybe we're making a little 4-person alliance there, taking out Izzy, which would be crazy. So I don't know what the fuck to do. I feel like I'm getting voted out. I wouldn't be surprised if I go out somehow tonight. And like all these weeks of like preparation, nothing. Also, the St. Patty's Darty yesterday, I said some things I shouldn't have. I revealed a little too much to some people on the other tribe. So many regrets. So I'm really scared it's gonna come back and bite me somehow. I think it already has, but you know, yeah. So we'll see how tonight goes. I am excited. Strategizing is so fun. Okay, bye. if Nick and I are getting played, that would be comical. Like, you deserve to win if you're playing us, because I really feel like we are dominating right now. We are several steps ahead. We're aware of the pairs, and we have them drawn out. We have a little bit of a map as to, like, how we think the rest of the game is going to go. And I've been placing seeds of mistrust between everyone. So Jackson doesn't trust Izzy. He doesn't trust Nikhil because of Nikhil's relationship with Sebastian, which I've been playing up. And Ashley doesn't trust Lindsay and Maeve and Jackson because she thinks that they're working together, which I placed that seed of mistrust. So we're working right now on getting Izzy out in the hopes that that will get rid of an unknown number and keep around some pairs that we know don't like each other in order for the attention to stay off of me and Nick post-merge. So a lot of people are like, we have to get Sebastian and Nikhil out. We have to get Maeve, Lindsay, or Jackson out. We have to get Ashley and Jane out. And that's the things that I want them to stay worried about. I don't want one of those things to be resolved immediately. I want that to be a problem continuously so that the attention's always off of me. So a lot of people were thinking, let's vote Nikhil, and then that'll sever the connection with Sebastian. That's an easy vote. I personally don't believe in an easy vote. You always have to be one step ahead. So I think that Sebastian and Nikhil would work with me and Nick because everybody else seems to want them out. So I think we should get rid of Izzy because Izzy is kind of an unknown. She might be close to Ashley. She might be close to Lindsay. I'm really not sure. And I've only met with her once, which is why I'm fine with getting her out and letting that be like kind of a move, getting rid of the numbers that people might use that I'm not sure I can, while keeping around all these distractions and all this chaos to take away the attention from me and Nick being literal best friends.
It's kind of a tough situation, because if I'm being honest, I think that the vote to get rid of it, okay, it's tough, because Linnea really wants to do kind of like a more creative vote on Izzy. And I think that if it works and we can manage the fallout, then it probably puts us in a better situation. But what I don't know is if we can safely manage the fallout. I think we're pretty much managing like we have to make Lindsay feel like we didn't screw her, and we have to make Ashley feel like we didn't screw her. And we do risk Ashley, Lindsay, and Nikhil all flipping to their respective partner, which I don't think is gonna happen, but you never know. This might be our first tribal, but I actually think it's a really, really important one. And I think I'm nervous about how it's gonna go down. I would want to do a super simple vote here, but that's no fun. So hopefully it works out long term, because I think we're gonna be burning some bridges no matter what happens.
Roaches, welcome to your first tribal council. As you can see in front of you, you all have candles. In this game, the light of these candles represent your life. Once the candle is flipped off, you are eliminated from the game and you will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Everybody, please pick up your candles, turn them on, and get flame. Alright, that begins tribal council. So, Roaches, this is your first tribal council of the season. I want to start by saying congratulations for making it this far. However, you will be voting somebody out tonight. So, Jackson, how do you think the challenge went today? And what do you think went wrong to lead you here as opposed to the other challenges that we've had?
Yeah, so I think the wind definitely did not help. We got the second ball like really close, probably 4 times, and then it just rolled off because of the wind. My jacket was trying to like block it, or Lindsay's jacket was trying to block it, but that didn't really work. We also couldn't figure out the slingshot. It was like the ball was staying in for some reason, but I have the utmost confidence that Linnea would have been catching all of the balls if we had released them. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It was a very solid effort at the challenge, unfortunately, just a little bit short. So, Linnea, given that this is the first time you guys are at Tribal Council, has there been anything surprising or anything you didn't expect happening throughout the day as you try to decide who to vote out?
I don't know. Well, I didn't really have any expectations, so I kind of went into it with like okay, I'm gonna meet with the people that I vibe with, and we're gonna vote together, and that should be how it goes. But I was surprised that it was more complicated than that, and there seemed to be like a lot of ideas swirling. But ultimately, like, I'm sticking with what I said I was gonna do. I'm not about changing my vote at Tribal Council, so yeah.
So you say your vote is locked in stone and nothing that can happen right now can change that?
100%.
Interesting. Okay. So, Nikhil, you guys have all been safe for such a long time. You've been able to focus a lot more about building relationships. However, Tribal Council is where those relationships really get put to the test. So, are you worried about how this tribal could affect the harmony between this entire tribe moving forward?
Well, I would say absolutely. Every single tribal is going to be like scary if we go, because I think we're a pretty cohesive bunch, and we haven't had to go to tribal like the other tribe has. And so far, like I can say that I like everyone on my tribe, but that doesn't mean that all of us are going to vote together. Someone is going to go home tonight, so that's going to draw a line in the sand.
So, Ashley, for the people who are staying in this tribe, how do you go about regrouping and being able to move forward together, given that some people might be left out of this vote?
I guess I'm hoping that the relationships that we've formed up to this point stay strong and people stay true to what they've said that they were going to do, and then we should just be able to line it up from there.
So, Nick, heading into a potential merge somewhere in the future, how do you think that the numbers of how all of these tribal councils have been going really break down into play?
Well, I mean, it's no secret that the other tribe has axed all 3 rugby players, and I mean, for better or for worse, like, we recognize that means that the 4 people on the other tribe have voted together seemingly all 3 times in that exact combo of 4, right? So, like, whether or not there's beef with one person not going to every challenge and not telling their tribe that they're not going to the challenge or anything like that, like, I know I've been stressed to vote someone out all day, and they've done that 3 times. So, rest assured, they're gonna play hard, so we gotta be ready to come at them with that same kind of fire. So, you know, like, that's the fun part.
Interesting. So, Izzy, we know that they've gone to tribal council 3 times and have all worked together. Does this prove to be potentially really threatening, given the fact that these 4 people have survived all of these votes, to be able to work together and potentially be able to move some people on your side or their side, or convince other people to go against plans that you've put in place?
I mean, I think it's definitely scary whenever you see a bunch of people working together consistently. I think it's important though that we have formed relationships and bonds over the past 3 or 4 weeks, and we do have numbers right now pretty solidly. So, I mean, I guess the tribal council will put this to the test, but I think we're a pretty cohesive bunch.
Interesting. So, Lindsay, there's been a lot of talk this tribal council about cohesion and the fact that everybody's coming together, but one person still has to go home. How do you go about organizing this and trying to keep everybody still cohesive and together when one of you knows that you have to be leaving?
Yeah, I think as a tribe, we've been very focused on like tribe bonding and being cohesive this whole time. And so it's definitely hard because we're just like a little tight-knit family. But I think it all comes down to, you know, what's good for your own game and, you know, what's going to be best in the long run, but also with the merge coming up, you know, what's that going to look like? And sort of a lot of factors going into it.
So, Jackson, Nick had mentioned before that we saw all 3 rugby players get taken out on the other tribe. It's seeming that there's a general trend that people that know each other are targeted, especially since what happened last semester. do you see this as a continuing trend that if people have these connections with each other, it paints a much larger target on their back, or do you view this as a different thing happening with the game?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it depends on the nature of like, the connection. If you develop a friendship while you're here, I think that's a lot less threatening because you've indicated that like you're willing to work together. Whereas I think if you like know each other outside of this, like the 3 rugby people did, I think you come across initially as a lot more threatening because you didn't have to build up a relationship and prove that like, you know, people want to work with you while you've been here. So I feel like this is a pretty like diverse group of people. I can say that I didn't really know any of them except for her like barely before this. So I don't feel like there's any sort of like coalition forming here between people that know each other. I think it's just people, you know, thinking what's best for them and the group and like moving forward. So yeah, I don't know how much that's really playing into this year.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Linnea, how do you go about basing your vote then tonight? Do you base it off of this trust? Do you base it off of pre-game connections? Who knows each other? What do you base it on?
I mean, I think a bit of both, but ultimately for me, it's all about trust. Like, you're not going to get to the end without working with people. So you need to find people that you trust and that you believe will vote with you, so that you can make it to the end.
Okay. Nikhil, would you echo a similar point? Are you basing tonight off of trust?
I would have to agree with there. I am basing tonight's vote off of trust and who I see working. I will be working with in a long time.
So, Nick, shifting gears here, has there been any general talk about any idols or advantages that could potentially come into play?
I think, given that this is our first tribal, a lot of people haven't even started to think that far. Like, the amount of phone calls that I got today where people were just like, hey, who am I voting for? And I would just have to respond, hey, like, I don't know, because nobody's told me anything. You can't even get that far. Everybody's thinking about their own game. Like, everybody's thinking about, like, how do we make sure that when the merge comes up, nobody's going to screw us? Because, like, what happens if you get screwed by somebody on your own team? That sucks. I don't know. I just don't even think we've thought that far. Or maybe I'm the only one that hasn't thought that far.
Interesting. Ashley, would you agree with that you aren't actually able to think that far in the future because you're just focused on this one time right now?
Honestly, yeah. Today has been so chaotic. We finished the tribal and we got lunch together. Then we had like a little bit of time to, talk to each other. But then I was in meetings all day, all afternoon. And I came out of my meetings and just everything was chaos. So it was way more trying to figure out where is my vote actually going tonight than trying to think that far down the line. And we ran out of I'm still not quite sure how the vote's gonna go.
Interesting. So Izzy, talk to me about this chaos. What happened throughout the day or potentially in the last couple of hours to make some people so nervous?
Yeah, I mean, I think that everyone comes in with an idea of what's going to happen in their minds, and then things shift, and you have to figure out what you want to do. I mean, I'm sticking with my original plan of what I decided with my people who I trust. So I think I'm going to stay strong to who I trust and the relationships I've formed.
Okay. Well, with that, I think it's time that we put all of your trust in each other to the test here. It is time to vote. Ashley, you're up first. Votes are cast. Before I read them, does anybody have anything that they wish to play?
I do. I'm gonna play my idol.
Oh! Okay.
It's kind of.
Ashley is choosing to play her idol. Who are you going to play your idol for?
Me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh! It's real. I made that.
Yep.
It's so pretty.
I made it myself, guys.
This is a valid hidden immunity idol.
I've never heard that.
Any votes cast for Ashley will not count. I'll go ahead and read the votes. Once the person is voted out, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to come up, hand me their flame, I will turn it off, and they'll be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Ashley cannot be voted for since she played Metal. We'll read the votes. First vote, Jackson. Second vote, Izzy. Nikhil. Nikhil. That's 2 votes Nikhil, 1 vote Jackson, 1 vote Izzy. Izzy. That's 2 votes Nikhil, 2 votes Izzy, 1 vote Jackson. Izzy. 3 votes Izzy, 2 votes Nikhil, 1 vote Jackson. The 4th person voted out of Survivor and Animal Kingdom. That's 4. That's enough. Please come up and hand me the light. Is it? Try this way.
Good luck, guys. I'm wishing you all the best. Okay, so I just got voted off. Kind of sucks to be the first one voted off the tribe. Too bad. I thought we had a pretty strong alliance. I did hear right before, 2 minutes before coming to council that my name was going around a lot. But it's kind of too late to do anything at that point. So here we go. I guess the saying goes, if once you get comfortable, you're out. And I got comfortable.